afternoon and welcome to the Eureka Math K-2 subtraction algorithm professional development today. Today we'll be focusing on just teaching students how to subtract multi-digit numbers from each other using the magnifying glass method. And this method really helps students focus in on what numbers need to be subtracted from what and providing them a visual aid to help them really see what's going on with the numbers when they are doing the algorithm. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. And our first problem is going to be 31 minus 18. So if we have it lined up like this, a lot of times our students are going to just try and subtract 8 minus 1 because they think the smaller number needs to be subtracted from the larger number, regardless of placement in the equation. But when we use the magnifying glass method, we're going to be able to show students that we need to focus on our whole number first. So this is our little magnifying glass. You're going to have them circle the top number as a whole so that they can see that that's the one that we're going to end up putting into our place value chart over here. So we have our tens and we have our ones. So helping our students identify what the place values are, we're going to look at just the number 31 because that's the one that's inside our magnifying glass. So we're looking at our ones first. So how many ones do we have? We have only one of them. So we're going to put just one chip or disc into our ones place value chart. And then we're going to look at our tens and we're going to identify that there's 3 tens. So we're going to have 1, 2, and 3. So this is really providing the students with a visual to go along with the numbers here so that they can clearly see that there's 3 tens and that there's only 1 1. So next we're going to ask the students, can we take 8 from 1? Hopefully they're going to say no. Then we're going to show them that we need to go over to the tens place to borrow. So we need to go over and we're going to cross out one of our tens. And we know that 1 10 is equal to 10 ones. So we're going to draw an arrow and we're going to add 10 ones over on this side. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So when we do this, then we want the students to then look at this again and count all of the dots together, all of the chips. So we're going to know that there's 10 and 11. So when they come back over here, we're going to have them cross out their 1 and put an 11 above it so that they know that they now have 11 ones instead of 1 1. And we're going to do the same thing with the tens. We know that we crossed off one of our tens, so the students will identify that they only have 2 tens left, and they're going to make that marking over here on their whole number. So now we can go ahead and continue with our subtraction. So now we have 11 minus 8 of them. So you're going to have the students actually cross off 8 of their chips, 4, 6, 7, 8. And this is clearly able to let the students see that they only have 3 left. So 11 minus 8 is 3. And then moving over to our tens, the same thing. 2 minus 1, we're going to cross off one of our tens because that's how many were taken away. And we see that there's 1 left. So now we know that 31 minus 18 equals 13. And instead of students getting mixed up, not knowing which number to subtract from which, or maybe getting confused about their regrouping, the visual really helps students organize their minds and their thoughts about what the process is and what they're actually doing when they're regrouping. We're going to do one more example, and then you guys will be able to practice some on your own and see how it works for you. So our next number is 77 minus 58. So same thing, make sure that you circle your whole number because that's the one that we're really focusing on. And then we have to draw our place value chart with our tens and ones and go through the same process. And we look at our ones and find out that we have 7 of them. And the same thing for our tens. So now since we're only focusing on this number and this is the only one that we're putting in our place value chart, we're going to go to our ones, and we're going to ask the students, can we take 8 from 7? Well, nope, we can see that we only have 7 of them, so we need to go to the tens place to take some more so that we have enough to take 8. So we're going to go to our tens place, and we're going to take 1. And then we're going to draw our arrow and add 10 more dots. One mistake that I see students making a lot is adding to make just this number 10. So really when they're moving the 10 over, make sure that they're adding 10 more and not just making 10 in the ones place. Because I've seen that happen a lot, and then they'll be 10 minus 8 and obviously get the wrong number. Okay, so now we're just gonna count them up. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we're gonna cross off our 7 and make sure that we know that there are 17 of them now. We have 17 ones, and then we need to look at our 10s. We crossed one of them off. So we now see that we have 6 10s. Then we can go through, and we're gonna take away 8 of our ones. So we're gonna take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ones remaining. Move over to the tens place, do the same thing. Remember that we only have 6 of them up here, and we're going to take 5 away. Since this whole top row is 5, I'm just going to put a line through them. And then we can see that we have only 1 10 remaining. So we can see that 77 minus 58 equals 19. Okay, so there's the examples. The strategy, again, is just to help with the visual aspect for students so that they can really see what's happening when they are regrouping and decomposing numbers when they're subtracting multi-digit numbers. Okay, thank you.